This winter storm just got significantly worse in the last 24 hours. And here is what concerns me. Half an inch of ice. That is all it takes to bring down power lines and turn highways into death traps. Right now, as you are watching this, ice is falling across Michigan at alarming rates, and it is moving east. Over the next 25 minutes, I'm going to tell you exactly what is coming, when it will hit your area, and most importantly, how to keep your family safe. But first, here is what you need to know right now. Computer models have shifted dramatically over the last 24 hours. Snow totals are up, the ice zone has expanded, and some areas could see double what we predicted yesterday. Here is the first twist that most forecasters are not telling you. This storm could overperform. I will explain why at minute 5. Keep watching. Now, let us talk about what is happening right this moment. Freezing rain is falling across central Michigan, near Flint, near Detroit. It is quite heavy at times. Do you know how dangerous ice is? Just 1/10 of an inch can send your car sliding off the road. A 1/4 inch can snap tree branches. Half an inch can bring down power lines and leave you without electricity for days. And some areas could see 3/4 of an inch. Let that sink in. It is now 7 a.m. on the East Coast. By 9 or 10 o'clock, the heaviest freezing rain will be concentrated near Detroit and the Flint area. By lunchtime, things change dramatically. All of western Pennsylvania will be blanketed with freezing rain. Ice storm warnings are in effect there. East of Pittsburgh, west of State College. These areas are on high alert. At the same time, snow begins falling near Syracuse, New York. This is where things get interesting. Visibility could drop to a 1/4 mile. You will not be able to see the car in front of you. That is how bad it is going to be. And this snow, it is wet, it is heavy. It will be falling at rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour. Let me tell you why that matters. Wet snow is much heavier than fluffy snow. It sticks to everything. Power lines, tree branches, rooftops. A foot of wet snow can weigh 3 times as much as regular dry snow. That means more power outages, more broken branches, more problems. By 5 p.m., the heaviest snow will be pounding central New York, Syracuse, Watertown, east of Buffalo. And here is what will surprise you. New York City could see 8 to 9 inches. You heard that right. New York City, the city that has not had significant snow in several winters. Some models are even showing 12 to 14 inches in parts of upstate New York. Now, here's the promise I made at the beginning. Why do I think this storm could overperform? Here is the reason. Over the last 24 hours, every model update has shown more snow, more ice, a larger danger zone. When models consistently trend in one direction, that is usually a sign they still have not captured the full strength of the storm. The initial forecast showed 6 to 10 inches of snow only near Long Island. Now, that zone has expanded all the way from Syracuse down to Connecticut, including New York City. That should make you think, right? But wait, there is more. Do not miss what I am about to say next. This storm is just the beginning. After this system moves through, the weather pattern will not quiet down. More snow events are coming this weekend and next week, and an Arctic blast will slam the door on this spring-like heat wave we have been dealing with. Do you know how warm it is right now in many places? 80 degrees in Texas, 70 degrees in St. Louis. Temperature records are being broken everywhere. All of that is about to change. By Tuesday, the freezing line will extend as far south as Mobile, Alabama. By Wednesday, freezing temperatures could leak into Florida, from 80 degrees to below 32 in just a few days. That is a shock to the system. Now, let us talk about the detailed timeline. If you are in Michigan right now, stay indoors if you can. Ice is falling and will continue through mid-morning. If you are in Pennsylvania, especially western Pennsylvania, prepare for ice by midday. Half an inch of ice is forecast. That is enough to cause power outages and make roads extremely dangerous. If you are in New York, snow will begin in the afternoon and be heaviest from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. If you are in New Jersey or Long Island, expect heavy snow during the evening rush hour. Connecticut and Massachusetts will see snow continuing until 10 or 11 p.m. By midnight, most of the snow and ice will start to wind down. There will still be some light snow showers through sunrise in southern New England. By Saturday, everything will be moving offshore. Generally speaking, this winter storm will only last about 24 hours, but the impacts will be significant. Now, here is something I want you to remember. This is the day after Christmas. Many people are traveling, visiting family, heading home. In my opinion, it would have been better if this happened on Christmas Day when most people are at home, but it did not happen that way. So if you have to travel today, please be careful. Go slow. Give yourself extra time. Keep distance from the car ahead of you. And if you do not absolutely have to go out, stay home. Sometimes the best wisdom is the simplest. As the book of Proverbs says, the wise man sees danger and takes refuge. Now, let us talk about what is coming after this storm. This is where things get really interesting. Late Saturday into Sunday, another major storm system will develop over the Ohio Valley. This storm will begin mostly as rain over the Midwest Sunday morning. Nothing too significant. But by Sunday afternoon, things change. We could actually see some severe storms develop over Indiana, Ohio, Illinois. I do not think this will be a major severe weather outbreak. But there is at least a chance for isolated damaging winds, maybe some hail, perhaps even a brief tornado or two. That is right, tornadoes in December. That is the kind of year we are having. By Sunday night, the winter side of this system will develop. Snow in Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Freezing rain possible in New York and southern New England. So if you do not see ice today, there is a possibility of ice coming Sunday and Monday. Here is what has meteorologists like me concerned. This storm could become a bomb cyclone. Do you know what a bomb cyclone is? It is when a storm's pressure drops at least 24 millibars in 24 hours. This storm is forecast to drop from about 1,000 millibars down to 974 in about a day. That is rapid intensification. And when a storm intensifies that quickly, the Arctic air behind it becomes much stronger. By Monday, it will be chilly across the Ohio Valley and Northeast, temperatures 15 to 20 degrees below average. Snow could become heavier in parts of New York as the cold air rushes in. And here is a bonus for snow lovers. Lake effect snow will kick in. When that cold Arctic air moves across Lake Erie and Lake-Ontario, it will pick up moisture and dump snow on western New York and northwest Pennsylvania. That will continue through Tuesday, Wednesday, and even into New Year's Eve. Snow for New Year's Eve. How great is that if you love winter? Now, some of you may be wondering about the first week of January. Here is what I can tell you. By around Thursday or Friday of next week, right as we enter the new year, I do not see any major storm systems at this time. But remember this, predictability is very low anytime beyond 7 days when it comes to rain and snow. Things could definitely change. What I am confident about is this. With how intense the warmth has been over the last several days, I firmly believe we will see a major pattern flip at some point during the first couple of weeks of January. That means a pretty significant Arctic blast, and probably at least one major winter storm somewhere in the Great Plains, Midwest, or Ohio Valley. That is typical for winter. We usually see these big temperature swings. But there are definitely signs we will see a pretty sharp Arctic blast at some point. I will be watching that closely. Now, let me summarize what you need to know right now. First, today's storm. Michigan is getting ice right now. It will continue through mid-morning. Pennsylvania will be hit hardest by ice around midday. Ice storm warnings are in effect, up to half an inch of ice. That means power outages and dangerous driving conditions. New York will see heavy snow in the afternoon and evening, 6 to 10 inches widespread, possibly more in some areas. New York City could get 8 to 9 inches. Long Island and southern New England will see snow continuing until midnight. Second, what is coming next? Another storm system, Sunday and Monday. Severe storms possible in the Midwest. Snow and ice in the Northeast. That storm could become a bomb cyclone. Third, the cold blast. Arctic air rushes in Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures 15 to 20 degrees below average. Freezing line extends as far south as Alabama. Possible freeze in Florida. Fourth, New Year's Eve. Lake effect snow in western New York and northwest Pennsylvania. Snow for New Year's Eve if you are in those areas. And finally, looking ahead. Expect a major Arctic blast and possibly a major winter storm sometime in the first couple weeks of January. Now, I want to leave you with a thought. Storms like this remind us that we are not in control of nature. We can prepare, we can plan, but ultimately, we are in the hands of a power greater than ourselves. That is a humbling lesson, and it is a good opportunity to remember what really matters. Family, community, taking care of each other. If you know someone who might be affected by this storm, check on them. Make sure they are prepared. Make sure they are safe. That is what good neighbors do. That is what good people do. And if you want to stay updated on the latest developments, make sure to watch my next video. I will have the final snowfall totals and a more detailed look at the Arctic blast coming our way. You will want to see that one, trust me. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next update.